Lamim James is the greatest meme page that has anything to do with the hobby. If you're not following him on Instagram, you're doing yourself a great disservice. It's just the best. It's the best meme page there is on Instagram. Lamim, LEMEME_James. Lamim James. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. As you guys know, PSA, quite a few things coming out the last couple of days. We'll start off with the acquisition of Card Ladder, which is basically a card valuation tool. It's like a price analysis, a market analysis tool. I don't know much about it. I never used it. But, I mean, they all basically do the same thing. Basically follow the market on what's selling, what isn't selling, prices, when they sold. I think they connect. So let's go here to Card Ladder's website. eBay, Golden, Heritage Auction, My Slabs, Beckett, Mile High Card Company. There's a bunch of some of these I never heard of. PWCC obviously is a big one. Memory Lane I think I've heard of before. Love of the Game I never heard about them, and Julian's Auctions I never heard about them. But they're pulling from quite a bit of, quite a few data sets. So I mean, it seems like a pretty stout data set that you're pulling from. And with these companies, what really matters is how much data they're getting and how much of a full picture of the market they're actually presenting in their tool. I mean, your tool can be the greatest in the world, but if you're not pulling in all the data or a complete data set, then it's irrelevant. But so they recently just acquired that, and so now Collectors Universe has PSA, which grades the cards, Golden Auctions, which sells the cards, and Card Ladder, which basically is like buying the newspaper, right? So PSA just basically bought a newspaper that's telling you the market. They basically bought like a stock market where you can see what your cards are selling for, what the value is of your cards. It tracks the market. So they now own these three things. They own, everything but the cards themselves, which, getting harder and harder to get your hands on. Trust me, because I've been trying to get my hands on sealed wax for a while at a decent price. I'm not paying these inflated prices. I'm perfectly content with buying my little singles of my Jashawn Tate, which is balling out of control right now. My little singles here, all my little RPAs and stuff like that. I'm perfectly content with buying, and ripping some cheap wax whenever I can, which is why I've blown through already like a couple mega boxes of Chronicles and whatever's left. I'll take the scraps, But can't help but feel very Monopoly-ish with what's going on with Collectors Universe, adding yet another piece to their monopoly. In my opinion, that's kind of what they're doing here. I don't know how this isn't. I don't know how this is spun much in the way of, hey, this is a great thing for the hobby. Obviously Collectors Universe is throwing a lot of money around and acquiring a lot of these companies. Really the only acquisition that they've done so far that kind of made sense to me was the Genament, right? Because they're, obviously the leading into, digital grading, type of technology. That made some sense. But, buying Golden Auctions, buying Card Ladder, buying PSA, and then buying WATA, which is the gaming, where they do the game, they grade games, which if you noticed after they bought WATA, all of a sudden Golden Auctions, their Instagram page was just blasting video games like for a month straight. Like out of like 50 posts, 30 of them had to do with video games and how they were selling for record prices and just pumping the prices on that kind of stuff. And I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of what they're doing. I mean, from a business standpoint, I get it, right? They're cornering the market on pretty much everything there is to corner the market on when it comes to the hobby. But what's interesting to me is how blatantly they're doing it, and how everybody seems to be cool with it. You know, like everybody's like, "Oh, this is great." You know, they just bought, like, no, they're cornering the market is what they're doing. You know, and I really do feel like them buying Card Ladder is, you know, why would they want? You have to think about why they would want to buy a company like that. If nothing other than to, like, why not let this company be independent and let them track the market? Why does Collectors Universe feel they need to own the company that tracks the market? Like, why would they do that? Why would you want control over that? I mean, other than the $15 per month or the $150 a year that, you know, of revenue that you can get. But I don't know. I'll stick to Card Hedge, me personally. But you from now on, you're gonna have to take everything that's on Card Ladder with a grain of salt. That's just me. I don't. You know, how are you gonna trust anything that's coming out of Card Ladder when it's owned by the company that graded the card, that got sold by the auction company that also owned that is also owned by the same parent company as you are, right? So, and then you're gonna put the news out there that's, you know, that you're now the company that's being owned also by the same parent company. I don't get it. I don't know what to make of it. All I know is that it doesn't sit well with me. And all I know is that if you're really looking to, you know, get your hands on market information, I'm not sure that Card Ladder would be the first place I'd go. That's just me. What do you guys think? Does this change, or do you have Card Ladder already? Did you already sign up? Did you already have it? If you did, what made you go there? And now that you know that it's owned by Big Papa CU, does it change your perception in any way? I'm curious, because I never did any business with them. I had the Sports Card Investor Market Mover one that they had, and then when I hooked up with my man JD on Card Hedge, I moved over to Card Hedge. So I don't know anything about Card Ladder, but curious to hear you guys' opinion on that. Very interesting what just happened there. I've kind of been away. I mean, it happened a couple days ago, but just curious to hear what y'all think, because I think it just smells like monopoly. It smells like shady is what it smells like. Anyway, I'll leave you at that. If you guys got anything, leave it down in the comments. I'm curious to hear you guys' opinions on this, because immediately when I saw it and I saw the announcement, I was like, this is shady as hell. But you guys may see it differently. I'm curious. Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to do another video here in a little bit on PSA's pricing. So that'll be out soon. Yeah, love you guys. Peace.